The Zodiac's reign of terror began on December 20th, 1968, when he shot and killed a teenage couple, David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, on a secluded road near Benicia, California. He left no clues, no motive, no signature. He just killed for the thrill of it. A few months later, on July 4th, 1969, he struck again, this time in Vallejo, California. He ambushed another young couple, Michael Majo and Darlene Farron, in a parking lot. He shot them multiple times with a 9mm pistol, then called the police to report his crime. He also took credit for the previous murders and said his name was Zodiac. But that was not enough for him. He wanted more attention, more recognition, more fear. He started sending letters to the local newspapers, along with ciphers that he claimed would reveal his identity if they were decoded. He also included a symbol that became his trademark, a circle with a cross inside, resembling the crosshairs of a gun sight. Please romance the like button below and smack the subscribe button if you're enjoying this video. That will motivate me to bring you more real-life scary stories like this. Back to the story. The Zodiac's letters were full of threats, boasts, and riddles. He said he was collecting his victims as slaves for the afterlife, and that he would kill more people if his letters were not published. He also hinted at his next targets, such as school children, bus drivers, or police officers. He seemed to enjoy playing a twisted game with the authorities, and the public was terrified. The Zodiac's next attack was on September 27, 1969, at Lake Berryessa in Napa County, California. He approached a couple, Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard, who were picnicking by the lake. He wore a black hood with his symbol on the chest, and a gun and a knife. He told them he was an escaped convict who needed their car and money. He tied them up, then stabbed them repeatedly. He left a message on their car door with his symbol and the dates of his previous attacks. He also called the police to report his crime, but this time, he made a mistake. He was seen by a witness, who gave a description of him to the police. The Zodiac's last confirmed murder was on October 11, 1969, in San Francisco, California. He shot and killed a taxi driver, Paul Stein, in the upscale Presidio Heights neighborhood. He took Stein's wallet and a piece of his shirt, which he later mailed to the newspapers as proof of his crime. He also left behind a bloody fingerprint on the cab, but it did not match any suspect in the police database. The Zodiac's killing spree seemed to stop after that, but his letters continued. He sent more ciphers, some of which remain unsolved to this day. He also claimed to have killed more victims, some of whom have been linked to him by circumstantial evidence, but none conclusively. He also sent pieces of Stein's shirt to various people, including a famous lawyer, Melvin Belli, whom he asked to represent him. He even called a TV show where Belli was a guest, but he hung up before revealing anything useful. The Zodiac's last letter was sent in 1974, in which he praised the movie The Exorcist and said he had killed 37 people. After that, he went silent. No one knows why he stopped, or if he really did. Some believe he died, or moved, or was imprisoned for another crime. Some believe he is still alive, watching and waiting. Some believe he was never one person, but a group of copycats or pranksters. The Zodiac Killer has inspired countless books, movies, TV shows, podcasts, and documentaries. He has also attracted many amateur sleuths and code breakers who have tried to crack his ciphers and identify him. Over the years, many suspects have been named, but none have been conclusively proven. The most famous one was Arthur Lee Allen, a former elementary school teacher and convicted sex offender who died in 1992. He had some circumstantial evidence against him, such as a watch with the Zodiac symbol, a typewriter that matched the letters, and a possible connection to one of the victims. But he also had some alibis, and his DNA, fingerprints, and handwriting did not match the Zodiac's. The Zodiac Killer remains one of the most fascinating and mysterious cases in history. He has become both a fixture of popular culture and a focus for efforts by amateur detectives. He has also become a symbol of the dark side of the 1960s, a decade of social change, political turmoil, and cultural revolution. He represents the fear of the unknown, the challenge of the unsolvable, and the allure of the evil. Who was the Zodiac Killer? What was his motive? Where is he now? These are the questions that still haunt us and may never be answered. He is the Zodiac, and he is still out there.